Hello, my name is Amy Bryant, and I'm the Director for the Office of Conservatorship Management. I understand the court appointed you a conservator or a person to help you make decisions that you can no longer make for yourself. In the state of Tennessee, every conservatorship is individually tailored to meet the unique needs of the person. Each person with a conservator retains certain rights. I want to tell you what your rights are and let you know what to expect from your conservatorship and your conservator. You have access to justice rights. That means you keep all rights that the court has not granted to your conservator. You have the right to a lawyer who advocates for the outcome you want. You have a right to be present and participate in all court hearings. You have the right to let the court know your concerns or complaints about your conservatorship. You have the right to ask the court to review the need for your conservatorship to change, to continue, or to end, and whether your conservator is right for you. If there is a question about your capacity to exercise a specific right, you have the right to a qualified person, like a doctor, to evaluate what you can do and whether to have some or all of your rights restored. You have the right to the support and accommodations you need to be able to effectively communicate with the court and to understand the court proceedings. You have the right to have your rights explained to you in your preferred method of communication and in the language you choose. You also have core human rights. You have the right to be treated with dignity and respect. You have the right to be free from abuse, neglect, exploitation, and discrimination. You have the right to remain as independent as you can. You have the right to express and practice your own religious preferences, like going to your church, synagogue, or your mosque. You have the right to personal privacy. You have the right to humane, safe, and sanitary living, learning, and working environments. You have the right to sexual expression and to have your gender identity respected. And finally, you have some decision-making rights. You have the right to a competent conservator who advocates for your goals, needs, and preferences, and someone that respects your desires, including medical treatment preferences, cultural practices, and religious beliefs. You have the right to fully participate in all decisions, especially those affecting your care, where you live, your activities, and your social interactions. To the extent you wish to be involved and are able to be, you have the right to be involved. You have the right to receive necessary services and rehabilitation within available resources, which protect your personal liberty and are provided within the least restrictive conditions. You have a right to have your conservator prudently manage your resources. You have the right to fully participate in decisions about how your property and your money is managed. To the extent you wish to be involved and are able to be involved, you have the right to keep confidential those matters which you wish to keep confidential unless that information is necessary to obtain services, to prevent abuse, neglect, or exploitation, or to modify the conservatorship order. Keep in mind, the court may restrict the following personal rights without delegating them to the conservator, but only with due process protections, which is a court hearing that ensure the decision is consistent with your preferences and values. Those are: apply for or maintain a driver's license, to be educated, to be employed, to communicate and interact with others, to change your marital status, to maintain your reproductive health and procreation, to travel, to vote. And additionally, the court may authorize your conservator to make decisions for the following rights on your behalf, but only with due process protections, which is a hearing, that ensure the decision is consistent with your preferences and values. Those are to acquire the benefits, services, and supports you need, to consent to or refuse your medical and mental health treatment, to determine where you live, to determine your social environment and social aspects of your personal life, to file and defend lawsuits, to make contracts, to make gifts of your money, to manage your money and property. Now, please keep in mind that the information contained in this video is not legal advice and should not be relied upon as such. If your conservatorship is in Davidson County and you have any questions or are unsure about your rights or the responsibilities of your conservator, reach out to the Office of Conservatorship Management at 615-880-3355 or ocm.nashville.gov.